Welcome to the Make Your Money Do More YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over the cost of waiting. Should you start investing now or wait until you're able to save more? Do you know the true cost of waiting? Let's get into it. In my time as a financial advisor, I regularly heard people say, I have time. I'll start investing in a few years when I'm in a better spot. While there may be other parts of your financial plan that need to take priority, like an emergency fund or maybe paying off high interest debt, you should start investing as early as possible. The number one excuse I heard was, I can't afford to invest right now. If you're saying this because you believe you don't have enough money left over each month, I want you to stop right here and go watch our video on budgeting to find out what your true monthly expenses are. Once you've watched that video and you know what your true monthly expenses are and what you're actually able to save, come back and finish the rest of this video. The response I would tell the people who say, I can't afford to invest right now, is you can't afford not to invest right now. The power of compounding interest goes a long way. Saving even a small amount today is better than waiting and trying to save a large amount later. Today we're going to take a look at two scenarios to show the difference in saving now versus waiting to save. Scenario 1 is someone who saves $10,000 a year for 10 years and then never saves another penny. Scenario 2 is someone who waits 10 years and then they start saving $10,000 a year every year after that for the next 30 years. So let's take a look at year 10. In scenario 1, this person has invested $100,000 and would have $138,000 in their account. Scenario 2, the person who has yet to start investing still sits at zero. Now let's look at year 20. Scenario 1 has only contributed $100,000 to their account yet and now has roughly $272,000 sitting in their account. Scenario 2 has also saved $100,000 at this point, but as expected, they have $138,000 in their account. At year 30, Scenario 1 still has only invested the initial $100,000, but they have $534,000 saved into their account. Scenario 2 has now saved $200,000, but they're behind with about $410,000 in their account. Now let's take a look at year 40. So Scenario 1 still has only saved $100,000 over the 40 years, but their account has grown to a total of about $1,051,000. Surely at this point, Scenario 2 has got to be ahead, right? They've saved $300,000, but look, they still only have $944,000 in their account. And while Scenario 2 invested $200,000 more over the 40 years than Scenario 1, they still have less money simply because they waited to start. That is the power of compounding interest. You may look at this and say, I can't save $10,000 a year, but the reality is the number doesn't matter. Whether it's $10,000 a year, $50 a month, the math will always remain the same, and Scenario 1 always wins. While everyone's number for retirement is different, I often hear people say, I want to have $1 million when I retire. So we're going to use that number to look at this next example. How much money would you have to save each month at different ages to have $1 million by the time you turn age 65? Now we're going to base this again on a 7% actual return, which is a fair return over time. If you started saving at age 25, you would need to save $417 per month to hit that $1 million mark at age 65. If you wait 10 years and start at age 35, that number more than doubles to $882 per month. If you wait another 10 years and start at age 45, that number goes to $2,033 per month. And if you go another 10 years to age 55, you would have to save over $6,031 per month. For most people, $6,031 per month is more than their income. So take advantage of time and compounding interest. It's typically easier to start saving when you're younger and build the habit. As you get older and throw in marriage, kids, mortgage, and all of the other things that life throws at you, typically it doesn't get easier to save a lot more money. And while your income should go up over time, don't try to wait for the right time and when you can save the most. Starting with a little bit now is better than trying to save a lot later. To figure out what your number is for retirement, you should be meeting with your financial advisor to determine what you really need for retirement based on your lifestyle. I hope after seeing the numbers and the scenarios provided, you take away that there's no better time to start saving than now. If you've enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe to the channel and check out our other videos. Also, check us out on our other social media platforms for tips and ideas. And if you have any topics that you have questions on, feel welcome to drop a comment. And if it's not already on our list, we may add it for a future video. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.